The Forsaken Chosen. Chapter 13. The Battle of the Two Gods. The head of the commander rolled across the ground as Rowan lowered his sword. His eyes blazed, a brilliant blue, golden energy swirling around him like a storm of divine fire. He stepped forward, each footfall shaking the cave beneath him, and raised his hand toward the horde of monsters ahead. In an instant, thousands of creatures fell lifeless, their bodies collapsing like shadows erased by light. Rowan turned to Lois, placing a glowing hand upon his chest. A surge of power rippled through him, and Lois gasped, his wounds vanishing, his strength returning. Rowan smiled faintly. "Stand, my friend." Then his gaze shifted toward the remaining monsters. His aura pulsed with divine rage. "I might have spared you," he said, his voice echoing through the cave, "but you hurt my friends, and for that you'll pay the price." A roar of thunder answered him. Blue lightning descended from above, striking every monster in sight. In a single flash they were gone, burned to ash. Only the mysterious being remained, lounging on his throne in silence. Slowly he rose, stretching his arms, his neck cracking like the earth itself awakening. Rowan turned to Owen, Erica, and Lois. "Are y'all all right?" They nodded weakly, still trembling from the divine energy radiating from him. The Red Hair team and the rescue squad stood frozen in terror, unable to believe what they were witnessing. Then, from across the hall, a deep, rumbling voice boomed. "Who disturbs my slumber again?" The mysterious being looked around and saw his army, his loyal followers, all dead. Fury twisted his features. "Commander!" he roared. But then he saw him crushed between two massive rocks, lifeless. "Who did this?" he bellowed, leaping from the throne. Rowan stepped forward, blue lightning flickering through his eyes, golden aura swirling violently around him. The ancient being narrowed his eyes. "So you are the strongest this planet has to offer?" Rowan smiled. "And what if I am? What do you seek from the strongest?" Before another word could be spoken, the mysterious being lunged, his fist crashing into Rowan's face, sending him sliding across the ground. But Rowan twisted his body midair, landed hard, and spun with a counterpunch. The blow struck the being square in the chest, launching him into the cave wall with earth-shattering force. Stone shattered and rained down as the mysterious being emerged, his red eyes burning brighter. He cracked his neck, smiling darkly. "Interesting." They rushed at each other again. Their fists collided, and the entire cave quaked, as if the world itself trembled beneath their power. The being struck first, kicking Rowan hard in the chest and sending him flying. But Rowan vanished, Mita teleporting behind him, and delivered a devastating kick to the head, forcing the ancient being to one knee. Furious, the being raised his hand. Lightning burst forth, striking Rowan dead on. Smoke filled the cave. Everyone held their breath. Then, from behind the being, a calm voice echoed, steady, fearless. "Was that supposed to hurt?" The mysterious being turned sharply. Rowan stood unscathed, surrounded by crackling blue light. With a wave of his hand, countless ice blades materialized in the air and shot toward his opponent. A gust of dark wind shielded the being, but Rowan's blue lightning cut through the defense, slamming him against the wall. The ancient being rose again, his red eyes glowing brighter than ever. Winds howled through the cave, rocks levitated, and his aura filled the air with suffocating pressure. In a flash, he appeared before Rowan and struck with terrifying speed, sending Rowan crashing through the cave wall. Blood spilled from Rowan's mouth. "Rohan!" Owen shouted desperately. The being appeared once more, kicking Rowan into the air, then slamming him down with monstrous force. Rowan hit the ground, coughing blood, as the being raised his leg to crush his chest. But in that instant, everything changed. A blinding golden lightning burst from Rowan's body, spreading across the cave like the birth of a new sun. The air crackled, the ground trembled, and Rowan rose slowly into the air, suspended in the golden storm. His eyes burned with divine light. The lightning surged into his chest, fusing into his very soul. When his feet touched the ground again, his aura was calm but unstoppable. The mysterious being roared and threw a punch with all his might. Rowan caught it with one hand. The impact sent a wave of energy crashing through the entire cave, but Rowan did not flinch. He kicked the being in the chest, sending him flying backward. The ancient being staggered, blood dripping from his mouth. Rowan walked forward, calm, silent, and slapped him down to the ground with effortless force. Then he grabbed him by the throat, lifting him into the air. His golden eyes glowed fiercely. "If you ever reincarnate," Rowan said coldly, "look for me." With a swift motion, he crushed the being's neck. The ancient body fell lifeless to the floor. Silence filled the cave, broken only by the echo of falling stones. Rowan turned to his teammates, a faint smile on his face. "Let's go!" They followed him out, running toward the light. their hearts filled with awe and their eyes fixed on the man who had become something far beyond human. To be continued.